Hello, welcome. So, I'm going to be drawing another random monster again today. I'm going to try and turn this into a regular thing that I do on Mondays. I used to do Monster Mondays on my stream on Twitch every now and then. Speaking of which, oh wait, what are these codes for? No, that's Kara and and Instagram. Whatever, follow me there too. Yeah, so I used to do Monster Mondays as a stream on Twitch where I would just make up a random monster on Mondays and listen to a bunch of metal. I'm obviously not going to be listening to metal because it's going on YouTube and I don't want to get in trouble with the YouTube cops. So today I'm just making up a random creature like how I did the zombie a little while ago, and I'll kind of explain things how I go as best I can. I'm not the best at explaining myself, I'm not the best at talking while I draw. Not the best at a lot of things, but here I am doing it anyway. The spirit of a YouTuber. So yeah, I'm going to do that. In future, what I'm going to do is mix in my dice roll art that I did one so far. I'm going to mix that in with this Monster Mondays thing. So basically what I'll do is I'll come up with like 5 or 6 different categories for each feature of a monster. Probably mostly just like chest up type thing. So like there'll be a category for eyes, a category for mouth, a category for horns, or for like a head shape, and a category for species, and then like I'll probably use say a D10, and then so each category will have 10 options, and then I'll roll a dice, and whatever the dice rolls decide is what I will draw. Today I'm not doing that. I'm just going to do a random thing that I haven't done any pre-thinking at all, which is kind of why I'm stalling a little bit here. But yeah, I'll try to get that started for next week. Also, turning the background gray also made my face not well lit. There. Okay, it's not gonna make me all like Is it? Okay, good. All right. Get started now. Let's get started. Okay, so first things first, I am going to stick with the same tools that I mostly used last time. I'll maybe mix in a couple more this time. So, again, this is going to be a bust, or like a portrait kind of thing. I always just start with a big blob. I am kind of aiming towards making more of like a demon this time, but I don't know what that demon is going to look like. So just get kind of a head and shoulders. I thought I was gonna sneeze there. Okay, I'll do a problem. Okay, I'll mix in a bit of red, but I think this time I might do. I'm gonna take out the red. I want to do a gray base. So the zombie I did a mix in of red and the black base paint because I wanted to look a little more, like gory and kind of bloody. I'm not gonna do that with this guy. I'm going to make that skin more gray. I like very gray skin. Oops. Although gray on a gray background is not obviously the best, so we can make that a little lighter. Is that too brutal? I don't think so. And this a little darker. I have 2 fans blowing on me like this way, so I'm constantly pulling hairs out of my mouth that are like going across. Just, you're gonna see me doing that a bit. I'm not tweaking. A little bit more of a head shape. I kind of don't want to do like I did like a head-on sort of portrait with the last zombie I did. I don't really want to do that for this one. I give it a little more of an angle. You notice when I'm first putting down how this is gonna look without having any kind of a game plan specifically how I want this to go. I use big brush size to kind of, it is partially to make it really messy, and then I can kind of start to see the details forming within the slop. But it can take a little while sometimes. This is going to be a lot easier once I start doing those dice rolls and I'm just told what exactly to make, pretty much. Maybe give him a big, kind of long, skinny neck. Make him a little frail. Now, start placing where I want face details to go. Just black splotches again. What kind of nose do I want to give him? Should I give him a nose or should I give him like a face hole? Like, it's what I did with the zombie, didn't I? Maybe I'll give this guy a little bit more of a nose. If you haven't seen my zombie video, go check it out. Post it on YouTube. I don't know if I'm actually going to get this posted. Yeah, I should. Making YouTube thumbnails is kind of a whole art in and of itself. I'm not, like, my YouTube thumbnail game is not great. I feel like it's getting better, but, like, yeah, I don't know. It's a whole thing that I knew I was going to have to get better at. But it's a time-consuming thing. Okay. What color eyes should I give him? I was just gonna do... Demons usually have black eyes. That's usually how I also like to represent them. I could give them like red eyes or, you know, white eyes, or just... You can do pretty much whatever you want with demon eyes, honestly. I want to do traditional black marble eyes. I could go a little abstract and give them like... So one of the things I do is sometimes like the paint that I lay down as a back will kind of make it look like the body or the person or whatever has holes in it. And sometimes I'll just leave those holes. It's like an abstract kind of thing. I really like working in like an uncanny valley kind of way, especially when it comes to monsters, or especially when it comes to like making, when you want to make a person that is like that you want to look really creepy, because people, like, when a monster looks all weird and deformed and everything, it's just people are like, yeah, that's just a monster. But when it's a person, something that they are expecting to kind of look a certain way, like a face or person, animals, whatever, and then you just distort it enough that they can tell what it is, but it doesn't look right, that's a thing that can really bother a lot of people. I am kind of making a face over here, aren't I? Demons, I like giving them noses too much. So shrink this down, because obviously you're gonna make a demon. You gotta have horns. Horn is not really, come on, pointed in the direction I want it to be. My face itches are driving me crazy right now. Oh my god. I'm wondering if the fan, is making it worse. could have given this guy like a longer, like goat kind of face. There is like something tickling right here in my face. I cannot get it to go away. It's so distracting. It's driving me insane. And this is how my monsters start to become a little more abstract. I started thinking, oh, I should add this. Oh, I should do this. I should do this. And then I just kind of half put on the detail or the feature or whatever it is. Sometimes it works out. Other times I'm like, eh. And then I gotta start over. These eyes look too sad right now. Whoops. Now, I am going to make the eyes black, but I'm going to use this gray. Should almost make it more of a slightly like blue-gray. Just to make the eyes look like, not just like a hollow black hole on his head. Oops. Another thing I do, sometimes it's good, sometimes not, is I tend to try to do, like I don't lift my pen up off the stylus, or off my iPad, very much sometimes. And I'll just kind of scribble out a whole bunch of detail, kind of all at once. And like I said, sometimes it's good, other times it is not. I hope my moody thunderstorm is coming through okay. Oops. Give a little bit of a reflection. Oops, that's way too much. I just kind of scribble some stuff in there. Give a little bit of texture and then give it. Whoops. Almost looks like he's got like cloudy kind of weird eyes. Its ears. Should he have big demon ears like that? Yeah, I kind of want to do the fawn ears. I like doing fawn ears like this on demons in particular. I usually, like most people kind of do like almost like elf ears like that. And I do those sometimes. Sometimes it works. But I think the image of like a goat or a fawn or something like that is so kind of... People really associate that image with like devils and demons so much now, even though it's kind of bullshit. why they do, because I don't think any. Well, yeah, back in like the original writings of at least the Bible, I'm pretty sure there was never like the descriptions of Satan and demons and stuff had nothing to do with goats and horns and big red butts and hooves and all that. And that came later. I'm pretty sure they just took that imagery from the pagans and then like flipped it and switched it and made them evil, because like I know at least in Celtic religions, like the goat man, I always forget his name. There's it's on the tip of my tongue. I forget what it is, but he's not a bad guy. He's one of the good ones. Maybe I should say that's who this is. I don't know if he has like any particular features that I probably should have looked into if I was going to do him in particular. Main feature being his name. That probably would have been good. Lots of ways you can do horns. I tend to do the type that'll have this like twisty kind of look to it. Not always, but I like that look. That guy almost looks like he's like kind of. He's a little too cute right now. I gotta ugly him up a little bit. Okay, here we go. Actually, I'm gonna start putting in texture. We'll see how well this works out, or if I even keep it. You'll find over the course of me doing these Monster Monday things is that these are not meant to be like, you know, portfolio piece masterpieces by any means. These are quick things I'm trying to do in. I would like to have them done in a half an hour, but less than an hour for sure. So it'll probably land right in between those two marks most of the time. This one's coming along pretty quick. Like it's still got a ways to go, but you know. Kind of like the eyes. Not sure if I want to fuck with them too much. I like the way that they look sort of cloudy, and like if you ever looked at like a sheep or a goat's or like some kind of big mammal, like that eye they got. I don't want to say their eyes are gross looking, but you know, a little maybe. Maybe it's just because of the context of every time I'm seeing an animal eye like that close up, it's never for anything good. The animal's about to get hurt, or it's already dead, and they're just like doing something like pulling it apart. Watch a lot of weird shit on the internet, I tell you. No, it's, I mean, like, like in horror movies or whatever, if they're like, you know, doing a ritual or. I don't mean, honestly, specifically, I can't think of where I've seen animal eyeballs in a gross setting, but I just kind of know that I have. Isn't that fun? I think it's fun. Okay. A lot of the muscle stuff, pretty much all over the body, especially when it comes to monsters and demons, I make it like human beings have the two, I don't know what any of this is called, but the two things that come down here for your throat a little bit, and then like the bulge. You can do that in a lot of different ways, like represent it. I usually kind of well, one way I do is the way that I'm kind of doing it right now with these two lines coming down the sides, and then it almost looks like it's like cavernous in here until I add this. So basically what I'm saying is you can kind of make up a lot of details like this if you base it off of how like real human anatomy or animal anatomy for that matter. Give it a little base in reality, then it makes it look that much better. But ultimately, I'm always, like I said before, trying to work within the uncanny valley. So I don't want it to look exact. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give him some bloody eyes. Just a little bit. Just circle the eye a little bit. And then kind of... The good thing about this brush, you make it big and it makes good splatter too. Oops. It's too big and too dark. Actually, sorry, not dark enough. Oh, come on. Should actually maybe add a little bit of gray in there. It is kind of a trope to make it like the tear marks. I usually try to stay away from tropes, but they also kind of make sense sometimes. If you had blood pooling in your eyes, it's probably going to drip and run down your face. If you have enough of it now. I'm going to go straight gray and just give him kind of a bit of a nose. He's almost got like a little bit of a pig nose. I'm going to do a pig-headed thing at some point. Ooh, that would have been good to do today. I could have done some different colors. Oh well. Oh, maybe I should do that next week before I start doing the roll thing. Maybe. I could always just do a pig drawing on my own time. Like a pig creature, I should say. I think most demons, like from actual folklore and religions, are usually chimeras, I believe, like a mix of things. I have not read up on every single demon in existence, so I'm not exactly sure if that's true, but definitely a lot of them are. They're just mixes of animals, because back when people were coming up with descriptions for the demons, they didn't really have reference for much else. It's like, I don't know, it's got like eagle claws for feet, a frog head, and snail body. That's freaky, right, kids? And then they would use that to scare them into all the various things that they needed to scare them into back in the day. Whoop. Sometimes I'll just do a little bit of the skin kind of around the horn at the base like this. This makes it look like it's growing out of the head in a kind of not good way. It's sort of a gross, forced way. It's red running down his face is kind of driving me insane now. I'm gonna have to go back over this with texture, the stucco again. if I put the mic like right next to? Oh, I have the fan blowing there. You're just gonna get like wind. But if I can make like an ASMR out of this, I don't think anybody's gonna want to come to some long-haired dude for ASMR. Drawing demons. You know, there's probably like 2 or 3 weirdos out there that would get into that. Those will be my people. Kind of like the black horns, but I will mix a little bit of gray in them just to give them, make it look like the light is hitting them a little bit or something. Sharpen them down a little bit with the eraser. Still very like wide-eyed. I don't know if it might just be me, but just shaping these eyes out a little bit has all of a sudden made this look like a woman, like a girl demon, a lady demon. It's officially a lady demon, a lady goat. I was about to ask a really dumb question out loud I don't know the answer to, and I'm too afraid to ask it now. So I'm not going to. Can goats be ladies? I thought they were all male, like the sheep were the females. Is that a thing? I can't look it up now. I have to make this video. Oh, I'm just gonna put it out there, my dumb question, because it's eating away at my insides. I bet there's some species, like female goats, maybe they don't grow horns, or some don't grow horns, or something like that. I don't know. It's going to chip away at the fiber of my being until I finish this, and I can go and Google it. And I'm gonna forget to Google it. And I'm just gonna put this video out there, completely forgetting that this part is even on it. And I'm gonna get random people making fun of me for not knowing if there are lady goats. Whatever. Okay. Let's do a little bit of detail. Now we'll go back to turpentine. There's a chunk missing there. It's not even really a goat with that nose now, though, is it? It's kind of just a demon. A little bit of skin here, a little bit of an eyelid. Oops. cameras are pointing in the right direction, right? Yeah, okay. It's like almost October, and it's been weirdly humid here the last few days or week or so. And drawing on my iPad when it's this humid, it really sucks because my hand keeps sticking to it, and now my nose needs to be blown. Okay. I'll power through. I will persevere. Some little hairs. A little bit lighter than that. Bit of gray. Go back to the black and fix that. And then go to the skin and fix it more. This little chunk is driving me crazy. Sometimes it's just what you gotta do in a spot. It's just gonna look weird. And you just gotta kind of grind away at it. What I do is I just keep piling on texture and just keep trying things until it looks the way I want. Some people will erase it and start over. Oh, my cat just woke up. I don't know if you can hear him. Just chatting away. He's almost got like alien eyes now. I don't really want alien eyes. I want stoic demon eyes. bit of gray on the inside. Yeah, that gray looks like shit. I'm just gonna leave it. See, these are the kind of holes that form naturally that I was talking about earlier. And I'm just gonna leave them because I think they look good. Oops. That should be this brush actually. In the right color. I should have mentioned at the beginning, this is all in Procreate. All my digital art is always going to be in Procreate. I don't think I'll ever end up using anything else. And I know, like, 10 years from now, if I'm still doing this, or even like 5 years from now, if I'm doing this YouTube channel, this comment or this video might not age well. But we'll see what happens. Right now, I'm perfectly happy just using Procreate for anything digital. It's very good. It's not perfect, but it's very good. Take out all that just to fix one chunk that I didn't like. Okay. This is almost done. Now I'll do the same thing that I do with any fleshy creatures. I'll add in the black and white lines. So usually do black black is almost more like veiny, and it's obviously in the darker areas. Like I try to make it look like it's coming out of the shaded spots kind of. It can be kind of scratchy and all over the place because they all sort of blend in. Now, if this was a real piece that I was sitting and putting a lot more time into, there would be a lot more texturing, and I would be doing a lot more details with the 6B pencil that I'm using right now. But the nature of what I'm working on right now does not really require that. I'm just trying to... Wow, that looked like garbage. Just trying to get some final bits of detail in there. Now I take the white, and that obviously goes into the, like where the light is shown, like where the light is hitting the figure. And these are a lot fewer. Just there, I'm not even 100% sure why, but they make flesh look fleshier and meatier. Turpentine, give his eye a little bit of shine. kind of did that already, but I went over this eye so much that it's not really showing. It's almost like it almost looks as if Bambi turned into like a bipedal. I wouldn't even say evil. Bambi would be one of those like neutral demons that you'd never know quite if it's helping you or if it's sending you into the jaws of hell kind of thing. So you'll see little details. If you do when I do texturing like this, little details will start popping up that I start kind of working with when they're on, when they work, when I can see them in a spot where they would look cool. I don't know. Sort of like what I'm doing right now. You can see all like the scribbly lines kind of going. The ones that are like moving horizontally and sort of connecting the face. They don't always have to make sense, especially when you're coming to creatures that are not of this world. You can get away with a lot. Add some dark lines to the bottom of them. It makes them look a little more three-dimensional. Erase this. Oops. Oops. I think it's pretty much there. I mean, like I said before, I could just keep chipping away at this. I could just keep adding details. Refining things down. But I'm getting close to the point that I wanted to be done anyway. So let's just call it in a couple seconds. Yeah, so that's like one issue I have as an artist, is knowing when the hell to stop. So, okay. I think this is almost done. Just give me 1 second. Get a couple more of these in. Kind of make it look like it's going down as her side. Is my sound still going? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. Alright. Okay. I'm done. I'm calling this one done. Alright. Demon horn goat gal. every time I like pull back and look at it for a second, I see some tiny little thing I can fix. The eyes are like not even, but it's fine. Even enough for a demon. Alright, this is pretty much it. I will try to... I guess if I'm going to be calling them Monster Mondays, I should be posting them on Mondays. It's Monday today, and I'm... What time is it? I can probably get this posted by the end of the night. Alright, yeah, I'll try to get regular with doing these, and I'll introduce the dice thing. If not next week, then the week after. So, have that to look forward to. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Peace.